So again, guys, if you haven't done so, upload your assignment to the 2-3 assignments or send it to me as a image. You should not be working on it now. So if you didn't get it done, I guess you can work on it till Mr. Mannion joins us, but you should really have that done. So if you guys have uploaded it, then you can put your phones away and you can open up that study packet to day 2. And we are going to go through and look at another example with you. So we last week talked a lot about all the different types of problems, and one of our focuses was on integers and finding integers and being able to find a missing part given something like the example on here now. So consecutive integers are integers in counting order. So if you think back to the beginning of the year, we talked about counting numbers, and we said that the counting numbers are the numbers you learned when you were a little kid, and you were like 1, 2, 3, and your parents got really excited, and they're like, oh, good job, you learned how to count. And then you hit your milestones, and you counted to 10, and then you counted to 20, and then when you're in kindergarten, you counted to 100. And then we learned about integers. And integers can be positive or negative counting numbers. And we introduced the idea of the number 0. And then we started to talk about even or odd. So even numbers are 2, 4, 6, -2, -4, -100. Anything that can be divided by 2 is even. And then odds are your 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. So we looked at examples on Tuesday that were consecutive. Some of them were consecutive evens. Some of them were consecutive odds. But ultimately, they were in order. So what we're going to do today is review those types of examples again. And you only have 4 problems because, again, like I said, I want to make sure those of us that didn't take that quizzes on Wednesday get to that quizzes today. So I know a couple of you were trying to do it right before class and you got kicked out because time ran out because it was due. If you did it ahead of time and you don't like your score, you can do it again. So in that first example on that study guide page, it says write an equation for the following problem. Then solve the problem and answer the problem. So it says find 3 consecutive integers with a sum of 54. So in this case, we're just talking about consecutive. So that means back to back to back. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we're going to say that the first one is represented by n. Then, because it's consecutive and not even or odd, the next number is n plus 1. And once again, since it's in order with no skipping, our next number is n plus 2. So you have n plus 1, n plus 2. And then each of those added together now need to sum to 54. So we're going to say n plus n plus 1 plus n plus 2 equals 54. So we combine like terms. So I have 1, 2, 3 n's. And then my numbers are also like terms. So 1 plus 2 is 3. And now we have a multi-step equation that we're going to solve. So, how do we go about solving that? Well, we subtract 3 from both sides. And then I'm just going to move over here because I ran out of room. We divide both sides by 3. And believe it or not, 51 actually divides by 3. 17 times. So that n equals 17 represents the first number. It represents my n value. So the smallest number is 17. The next number is 17 plus 1. And the last number is 17 plus 2. So you can check to make sure this works by adding 17 plus 18 plus 19 together to confirm that it equals 54. So what I wrote up there in red is kind of like our check. Just taking the numbers we get and plugging them back in. Everybody should feel pretty good about that. This is like the second day we're really looking at this. So like I said, for Monday, we want you to do the 4 questions that are coming below that. And we're on here to help you with those. But before you start that, I really want you to take that quiz we created for you. So what I'm going to do now is put up a new code and have you do that. Oh, good job, Luke. You're on a streak. Same with you, Nick. Great job, guys. Okay, so like 8 of you are done. We're waiting just on 3 more. So again, if you're finished, then go ahead and pick up and start on the homework, numbers 3 and 4. And like I said, if Mr. Mannion and I have time, we'll do 1 or 2 with you. But, you know, we're down to about 10 minutes right now. So if there isn't time, it's not a big deal. We'll do them with you on Monday, but I would like on Monday to actually start lesson 2-4. So that's why this quizzes is so important. We just want to make sure you know what you're doing. Yeah, always. And some of them owe us 2-3. Let me mute that again. I like the music, but it's hard to talk on top of. Some of them, actually, almost all of them owe us 2-3 or me because I've been out and Mr. Manion was in, and then Mr. Manion was out and I was in. We just keep kind of playing tag, and now we're both out. So, um, if my kiddos could do me a favor, the only one I have 2-3 day 3 is Zoe. So, I'm missing 2-3 day 4 for a bunch of you, and you might have shown Mr. Manion, but him and I haven't really had time to click and connect. So, um, if any of you have 2-3 day 4 with you, could you send me that? And or 2-3 day 2? I'm missing a lot of your uh day 2s and days 4. And then, like I said, I just sent Mr. Manion a picture of the grades I had for some of you so he can update his grade book. So we're working on this as best we can for you. It's a little bit crazy times right now, so we appreciate your patience and we'll continue to have, patience with you as well. Everybody finished. And Luke, awesome job. You are our leader. You got the most. You got 14 out of 15. So great job. I don't know if it told you your scores, but honestly, that's fantastic and super proud. So good job, good job, good job. Send us those homeworks, and if anybody's stuck, let Mrs. Ward know. Mr. Manion and I will easily set up 3 or 4 for you if you need it. Otherwise, we will be here